encontré a ustedes más aventureros fieles que me han demostrado su valor. Y ahora que me tienes a mí, yo lucharé por ti. Estamos listos para la aventura, una aventura maldita. Esto empezó, yo estaba solo, un gran vacío había en mi corazón. Luego los encontré a ustedes más aventureros fieles que me han demostrado su valor. Y ahora que me tienes a mí, yo lucharé. Para la aventura, una aventura maldita. Cuando todo esto empezó, yo estaba solo, un gran vacío había en mi corazón. Luego los encontré a ustedes más aventureros fieles que me han demostrado su valor. Y ahora que me tienes a mí, yo lucharé. Para la aventura, una aventura maldita. Cuando todo esto empezó, yo estaba solo, un gran vacío había en mi corazón. Luego los encontré a ustedes más aventureros fieles que me han demostrado su valor. Y ahora que me tienes a mí, yo lucharé. Para la aventura, una aventura maldita. Cuando todo esto empezó, yo estaba solo, un gran vacío había en mi corazón. Luego los encontré a ustedes más aventureros fieles que me han demostrado su valor. Y ahora que me tienes a mí, yo lucharé. Para la aventura, una aventura maldita. Cuando todo esto empezó, yo estaba solo, un gran vacío había en mi corazón. luego los encuentro a ustedes, más aventureros fieles que me han demostrado su valor. Y ahora que me tienes a mí, yo lucharé por ti. Estamos listos para la aventura, una aventura maldita.
Hello, hello. Probando, se escucha. 1, 2, 1, 2. Parece que está registrando. Hola, buenas tardes. Yo soy Aras, el DM de La Maldición de Yasra. Y el día de hoy venimos a seguir en esta tercera parte de nuestra aventura por INAZUMA en el videojuego Genshin Impact. Nada mucho que explicar. Yo me presento para los que no me conozcan. Este es un canal en donde jugamos una partida de Dungeons and Dragons, yo y unos amigos, y yo soy el Game Master o Dungeon Master. Mi nombre es Aras, ya lo había mencionado, y pues estamos aquí haciendo un poquito de tiempo en lo que mis compañeros se libran de sus compromisos de adulto para poder regresar a nuestras amadas partidas de Dungeons and Dragons. ¿Y cómo hacemos tiempo? Bueno, pues jugando videojuegos, evidentemente. Así que para eso estamos aquí el día de hoy. Esta es la tercera entrega de esta saga y estamos aquí porque acaba de salir un parche en este juego llamado Genshin Impact, en donde iniciaron una nueva región y estamos explorándola y viviendo la aventura todos juntos. ¡Yay! Así que, pues, sin más, estamos por iniciar. Habíamos hecho ya 2 streamings antes, ya hemos hecho algo de aventura y estamos intentando llegar a un nuevo nivel, por así decirlo. Así que pues vamos dándole, ¿por qué no? En lo último que nos quedamos, habíamos resuelto unos cuantos problemas, nos hemos ganado un poquito de reputación en lo que es esta nueva región, este nuevo país de INAZUMA, y con la asistencia de un miembro de una comisión llamada Yashiro, un personaje llamado Toya un personaje llamado Toma nos ayudó a sentarnos un poquito más y nos presentó a una de las aristócratas más reconocidas del lugar, Ayaka, Kamisato Ayaka. Ella nos hizo el favor, o nos va a hacer el favor de presentarnos a la Reiden Shogun, que es a quien nosotros queremos. Es la diosa, por así decirlo, del elemento electro y es la encargada de dirigir esta nación, la nación de la eternidad, INAZUMA. Sin mucho más, ayudamos a Ayaka a hacer algunos recados que resultaron ser cosas que quería hacer su madre, que ya había fallecido y que dejó un alias. Entonces Ayaka, pensando que iba a conocer a una amistad antigua de su mamá, resultó que lo que hizo fue cumplir alguno de los deseos que su madre tenía, sin saber que los estaba cumpliendo. Vamos a empezar. Nos pasamos aquí. Y ahí estamos en el juego. Estamos en la ciudad de INAZUMA, si no me equivoco. Y tenemos que cumplir algunas misiones antes de poder continuar con la siguiente parte de la historia, que por lo que entiendo son las misiones de los personajes nuevos, Ayaka y Yoimiya. Como mencioné hace rato, ya cumplimos la de Ayaka, entonces nos queda a cumplir la de Yoimiya, así que pues vamos viendo hacia dónde tenemos que ir en primer lugar, ¿no? Entonces, cualquier duda, pues no olviden comentar. En lo que llegamos, pues me aprovecho para promocionar este canal. Como ya les había mencionado, aquí jugamos Dungeons and Dragons, y ahorita estamos en una especie de receso debido a que, pues, las cosas de adulto nos tienen ocupados a los jugadores y a su servidor. Entonces, lo que les venía a promocionar es que pues nos den follow aquí en el canal, denle el corazoncito para que nos sigan y pueden seguirnos y encontrarnos en nuestras redes sociales. En YouTube estamos como La Maldición de Yarra. No tenemos una dirección de correo electrónico. No. No tenemos una dirección del canal directa porque no tenemos suficientes suscriptores todavía, pero ayúdenos a llegar a ello. Pueden encontrarnos fácilmente escribiendo La Maldición de Yazra en el buscador y les va a aparecer. También nos pueden encontrar en Twitter como Yazra Maldito DND y nos pueden encontrar en Instagram y en Facebook como La Maldición de Yazra. Solo búsquennos así y así nos encuentran. Órale, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Espadas. Para los que no hayan jugado nunca Genshin Impact, esta es la parte divertida del combate. Bueno, no, en realidad también me gusta todo. La historia me hace muy interesante pero las peleas, los combates son especiales. Tienen es frenético, es rápido. Sigil. Véngase. Llegamos aquí. Como verán. Sí, nosotros ya estamos un poquito leveleados para esto, pero estamos añadiéndole un poquito de dificultad al usar al nuevo viajero Electro, porque no lo tenemos lo absoluto leveleado. Pero eso es debido a que no tengo nada de mora, soy pobre. La mora es la moneda del juego, el oro. Y soy extremadamente pobre, así que no vamos a subir nada por el momento. Hoy inició, para los que sean nuevos jugando, hoy inició un nuevo evento en el cual nos van a regalar a un personaje llamado Beidou, una pirata, la pirata mamá. Y nada, les recomiendo mucho Beidou, es muy buena. Yo no la utilizo, pero hasta donde yo he entendido es bastante buena. La mirada loca del niño.
Do you know where it lives? Great Mugina Yokai? What's that? Huh? You've never heard of it? It's a sneaky monster that goes around playing tricks on people. It's got magic powers and can even shapeshift into anything it wants.
Los yokai son como fantasmas, ¿no? No suena, ajá. No suena a alguien bueno. ¿Para qué lo buscan?
My dad said that the great Mugina Yokai likes to play tricks on people who stay out all the time and don't come home when they're supposed to. So all we need to do is chase it away. Then we can come out and play whenever we want. This monster sounds scary, though. Aren't you guys afraid? Surely your parents must be worried about you. Oh, not really. I told my dad that I was gonna find the great Mugina Yokai with some friends, and he didn't even say anything.
No.
So we think it must be weak right now. It's probably hiding
Tus padres tienen un problema ahí.
Yeah. So as long as we get home before it gets its strength back, we'll be safe.
Something sounds very strange about all this, but Paimon can't say exactly what it
Si un monstruo viniera por ti, tampoco estarías a salvo en casa. Pues no.
Paimon feels like the Great Mujina Yokai is one of those storybook monsters that doesn't exist in the real world.
Pero ¿por qué le ponen tejón? Los yokais no son tejones. Los yokais son fantasmas. Son seres sobrenaturales. Yo también lo creo.
We should tell them so they don't waste all their time looking for it. Oh, children, listen up. There's no need to go looking for the Great Mujina Yokai, alright? Because it isn't real. Huh?
No way.
That's impossible. My dad wouldn't lie to me. Just worried about you is all.
Niño, tienes mucho que aprender.
Wandering too far from home because it's too dangerous. That's not true. The Great Mujina Yokai is definitely real. Yeah, Yoimiya's even making some weapons for us. And then she's gonna show us how to blow it up.
Huh.
Yoimiya, huh? Wait, as in fireworks prison break, Yoimiya?
We told her all about the Great Mujina Yokai. She said we shouldn't be scared of it. We should learn how to chase it away instead.
We've been waiting for ages now. And finally, Yoimiya said that today's the day.
Today is the day.
Yoimiya plays with us and tells us stories all the time. She wouldn't tell a lie. Come on, let's get out of here.
Flashback a Yoimiya mintiéndole al gobierno para que no se roben su visión.
They didn't seem to take that very well. But Paimon was only trying to look out for them. Who knows what Yoimiya's got to do with this? Let's follow the kids and see what's going on.
Vamos a seguirlos. Temporal como nosotros. De repente verán que me desvío porque vamos a contar algo de material. No sé para quién. Estuve leyendo y al parecer me interesa Yoimiya, el personaje con el que vamos a probar hoy. Pero estuve leyendo que probablemente el personaje que quiero, la Shogun Raiden, llegue en noviembre y eso me da miedo.
Guys, don't be so down. She was only
Es
joking
cierto, en
back
septiembre.
there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's exactly why I need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem.
No problem.
Guys, to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to
¿Serán
keep your words and help them
tatuajes?
keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya.
O será parte de su
They know it's
ropa.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later.
So...
¿Cuánto tiempo sin vernos,
So
Yoimiya?
it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist.
So, básicamente es su Santa Claus.
Definitely doesn't exist.
Pero en lugar de regalos les trae
Yeah, the first time I heard about
diversión.
it, I knew straight away that was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced by me.
Huh. So in a way, this your creativity?
No es mala idea continuar con una mentira así.
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the great Muchina yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good. Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too.
Este personaje
Fire Diamond
en
runs around
japonés
and shoots
es
out
la
lights
voz
and
de
all
uno de
kinds
mis
of
personajes de anime
weird
favorito,
experiences live
Rin
all
Tosaka,
up in the
de una
mountains.
serie llamada
Maybe
Fate.
fairylands if you can find them.
Y
I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them.
si la llego a conseguir,
Someone came up to me and started telling me to
voy a
stop
intentar
insisting
conseguirla. Si la llego a conseguir,
probablemente
probablemente cambie el idioma del juego japonés. Pero estoy viendo y la actuación en inglés no es mala tampoco, ¿eh? Disculpen el perro, ¿no? En el fondo es nuestra mascota. ¿Por qué actuar de una forma tan infantil?
Because maybe it doesn't matter so much if something's real or not. Maybe magic and awesomeness are what makes something worth believing. Why should someone else get to take that away from you? The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and sacred swords that cut through darkness. It's the same thing. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt Decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Yeah. Oh, way too early. For sure.
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally come along. I'll prepare an extra pretty firework just for you. In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about.
Okay.
A load of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again.
Me perdí un poco, pero no importa. Oh, INAZUMA.
Or someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way.
Pero ¿qué pasa si tú haces la historia?
Hey, Pops, I'm back.
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They worked in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganoharas.
Okay.
Wait, Pops, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops started telling us stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really?
Sí.
But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent
One look and
conversation.
thought, much, much later, People eventually realize that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. Materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials.
Qué enfadoso.
Sorry, Hyman got all excited because he finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them. Okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something.
Ahora sí parece una persona muy hospitalaria.
That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I told my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me there! I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm coming over.
¿Qué?
No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, at least, everything is going according to plan. We're going to look for firework materials shortly. While we're out, we'll sort out the boat situation for you, as promised.
Thank you for all your help.
¿Y quién es él?
He's one of our old customers. He came back to INAZUMA from the outside world not long ago. While he was smuggling himself in, the Tenryo Commission found him and put out a warrant for his arrest.
Okay.
An arrest warrant?
Shh! Calm down! We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat and send him out of INAZUMA again.
Pero no hay una tormenta eléctrica en el océano.
We know it's going to be dangerous, but there aren't many other options left.
What if the boat capsizes? Drowning is really scary. If things are this bad, couldn't you just not come back in the first place?
Well, there's something I felt I had to do. But as soon as I got back, I started hearing about all these unbelievable changes. I had made my mind up originally, but now I'm not sure anymore. I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or Mr. Ryunosuke, but I'm very grateful to them for taking me in.
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you've got that little piece of paper, you'll always be a valued customer of the Naganoharas.
Little piece of paper?
Como los pedazos de papel que le diste a los niños.
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Ok.
Wow, that is so awesome.
Ese es un...
It's a
Ok.
family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my options.
Alright, well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long. Hurry up and get back inside. I'll let you know as soon as I have an update for you.
All right, I'll leave it to you then, I guess.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit, even though he was born and raised in Inazuma. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Pasamos un largo proceso burocrático en Rito.
Even then, we
Y
only
sí.
got through thanks to some help from Miss Hiragi Chisato of the Costume Commission.
I see. So you had big shots helping you. I guess that won't be of much help to Sakujiro. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh?
Cada arconte tiene su propia idea de cómo dirigir las cosas.
Well, no matter what, I have to find a way to help him.
Hasta ahorita en el juego hemos conocido a dos arcontes. Venti, el arconte de Anemo, el de viento, y Zhongli, o Rex Lapis, el arconte de Geo, el de tierra. Y sí, son muy diferentes uno del otro. Ah, no es molesto acompañarte.
Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. We can chat along the way. Oh yeah, if it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
She saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Why do you look so excited?
Because you said person and not floating giant or mascot.
Oh, Baimon.
Gee, I'm here. How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait, should we really be talking about this in front of them?
Oh, don't worry. They're my friends. You can trust them. They came with me to check up on the boat.
Yeah, you could say we're all in the same boat here.
LOL.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to doubt you. I'm just being cautious. The boat is ready, but I'll have to be discreet moving it here.
Huh? Why?
Because of the Sokoku decree, the Tenryou Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time. So just consider this my way of saying thank you. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuma tradition after all.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation there.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it for now and meet you back here later.
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended up chatting the rest of the day away. I've been so busy with the fireworks business these past few days that I haven't had a moment to stop and chat with anyone. It's killing me. Of course, Pops is happy to listen to me chatter away, but because he can hardly hear anything, it's difficult to get an interesting reaction from him. And I'm doing it again, aren't I? What I meant to say was, while Koichi is bringing the boat here, we should try to find some firework materials.
It's okay.
To make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sakajiro as well. We're missing a lot of materials.
Si es mucho problema, no te molestes.
We'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
So, what you're trying to say is that you enjoy the work?
Oh, I do. I really do. Being born into a family of fireworks makers, I feel like since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with watching things go boom. And then seeing all the lights and colors and... what I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine.
Así que eso es lo que querías decir.
Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets. Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Let's go.
Question. Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
You kinda have a point.
So, si tienen ganas de hablar, hablen. Esa es la moraleja. Ya estamos buscando por allá en la ciudad a buscar materiales de
Here we are.
Morihiko.
Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoimiya, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials.
Of
I've
course.
come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made?
Hola, sí, muchas gracias.
It's no trouble at all, my friend. Once when I had an argument with my son, Yoimiya was the one who came and calmed him down. I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it wasn't for Yoimiya, who knows, he probably would have run away by now.
Nah, he was never gonna come to that. He's a sensitive kid and he cares a lot about your feelings. It's just, he doesn't know how to express it. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably too serious around him. Which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I'm talking with other people.
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more trouble in the future, just come to me. Even if it's not fireworks related, I'll happily oblige. Customers come first. Always.
All right then. Everyone's always saying what a good kid you are. Your father must be very proud of you. Go ahead and take the ore, by the way. It's on the house.
Oh, no you don't. That's out of the question.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my gratitude.
Gratitude won't pay your bills, though. Don't do this to me. can't we just play by normal business rules here?
I already said it's fine. Please, just take it. Surely you've got a load of other things you need to get done today.
Y ya está
How
anocheciendo.
about this then? I'll record this in my notebook, and we can consider it a down payment against any fireworks you want to purchase in the future.
There's no convincing you, is there? All right then, if you insist. Pass on my regards
Solo
to your
quería
dad.
fuegos artificiales
Tell him
gratis.
Morihiko wishes him health and happiness.
Sue, you look after yourself as well. Don't push yourself too hard.
Estas misiones básicamente son para que conozcamos a los personajes, sus historias, qué los motiva. Parece que harías cualquier cosa por cualquiera, con buena predisposición.
You're not the first person to say that. In fact, some people think I'll literally do any favor they ask me to. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fireworks store. We do fireworks.
¿Qué
But
cosas te han preguntado? Pedido.
so it can't be helped. But also, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them.
Amenoma. La herrería. A la herrería entonces.
Hajime, Mr. Aminoma, it's me.
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken, you must be here for some firework material.
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets leading up to the fireworks show.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while? I have quite a backlog of weapons orders right now.
No worry. Oh, wait. Actually, yeah, that could be a problem.
Some worries. How about this? Do you need a hand? As long as we can get through your orders, you can help me process my ore, right?
That will depend on my master.
Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Aminoma? As you know, it's not long now until the Naganohara fireworks show starts. There's still a lot of fireworks left to make if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your...
Me encanta que el tipo no para de golpear.
process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more carefully in the future. Do not rush everything at the last minute.
I'll try my best. In the future, I'll get some extra materials in to cover any unexpected changes of plan late in the day.
Though for you, dear child, no matter how much you prepare in advance, it may never be enough. Excuse me. I will be back shortly.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these grains! It's beautiful! I'm at a loss for words. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course.
Of
I have
course.
studied these techniques my whole life. They are impossible for me to forget.
So, have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for a long time already?
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's father. The people may have changed from one generation to another, but the ingredients required to make fireworks have remained the same. Hajime,
The same.
in the future, this will be up to you.
I know.
Está pelón.
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer.
¿Será por el fuego?
Remember to come and watch the fireworks. Okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't back just yet, but let's go wait for him. Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, I've been hoping for a chance to have a nice long chat with you. Oh, sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all gone really smoothly.
Feels like Paimon has barely spoken a word this whole trip.
Parece que te llevas bien con
I
todo.
felt like I was neglecting you guys. So, I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, where else did you go before coming to Inazuma?
Mondstadt, la capital de la
Sounds
libertad.
great. I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy. My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery or something.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one. I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine so much in his life. He was telling me all night about how good it tasted. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
Encontrar un dios enemigo.
Lost family member too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough.
Poco a poco estoy aprendiendo a sobrellevar la situación.
Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. You know, I was going to ask if you guys wanted to stay here in Inazuma. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. In other words, a state of tranquility where very little ever changes. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great place to come and rest. Let me put it this way. I was just worried that you might be getting weary. If you keep pressing on in that state, you might start to lose sight of the things that made you want to start your journey in the first place.
Sometimes. That's also just how it is.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle. Even trying to have fun. You won't be able to enjoy yourself if you're too tired. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities and precious moments to be had along the way. Don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feeling relaxed and happy. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home.
La añadiré a mi lista de candidatos.
I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head over to the boat. Or, did you want to keep chatting a little longer?
Acabamos de terminar.
Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the ocean, it must be super sturdy, right?
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed.
Paimon, vuelas. Tú vuelas, Paimon. Berries.
That's way too small.
Can't be helped.
Técnicamente resistente.
This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. It's just there as a last resort. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising.
Es la
It's all
lista
thanks to
chile
the
en el
guys
fondo,
who
¿ya la vieron?
finally pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger, and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission's inspection.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him.
Eh,
My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them. And whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble for me either. And anyway, to your point about collaboration, you've been helping out too, right?
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait. Oh no!
también tenemos que ser malas en Inazuma.
So you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, Koichi. And your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my house whenever you want. While you're there, you can get my pops to settle the boat construction fees.
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold me if she found out I'd taken Mora from the Naganoharas.
Who's Third Sis?
Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. It got really prosperous. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective family's business. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go watch some fireworks together one last time.
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their own knack for doing business. One by one, they left, until Koichi was the only one of them remaining in Inazuma. After that, he hardly saw them. But whenever one of them did come back to visit, fireworks would always be involved.
Yeah, no matter how close you and your friends are, there's always gonna be some distance after being separated for a long time. But as soon as the fireworks lit up the sky, it'd instantly take us right back to our childhood, and we'd be chatting away like in the old days. To us, those memories are eternal.
Oh, so this is what you meant when you were talking about commemorating things.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I can't let people down when they're counting on me for their fireworks. Anyway, I need to go update Sakajiro. See you, Koichi. Thanks again for your help.
Yeah, I should get out of here too. I don't want to get caught red-handed.
Okay, story time. So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do. You helped me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. It turns out he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing.
Sí, he estado en situaciones parecidas, así que lo entiendo perfectamente. Encontrarte con alguien con quien no recuerdas porque estuvo en tu infancia es incómodo, es bastante incómodo. por unas algas. Perro. Mira, algo brilla por aquí. Algo brilla por aquí. Debe haber sido mi imaginación. Parece que la chica de la comida aquí. Sí, ¿cuál es el problema? ¿De la pizza? Creo que no le falta la reacción de los grandes. Piensa en los clientes de las pizzas. Ok, pero no nos distraigamos. Estamos haciendo cosas más importantes ahorita.
The boat is already and waiting. I'll mark the location for you on
Usopp,
the map.
bienvenido Usopp.
Before you leave, I recommend that you pack some food and water. You can never be too prepared.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again. Especially when I'll be
Estamos
going up
jugando
against
Genshin
the stormy
Impact.
ocean on a tiny little boat. My prospects don't look great.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryou Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here. Time is starting to run out.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come. I promise I won't cause you and your family any more trouble.
I didn't mean it like that. If we ever ran into any problems, I'm sure I'd figure something out. But if the Tenryou Commission does catch up to you, then make a run for the boat.
Okay, I won't let them catch me. But... no, I guess this whole trip was a waste in the end.
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway? Is there something you wanted to do?
Dijo que tenía algo que
I didn't
hacer.
used to like this place at all. That's why I left. And looking back on things now, I was really just running away from my responsibilities. Once I started to realize that, I got restless. I couldn't stop thinking about the people and the things I'd left behind. So forget it. What does it matter now? It's too late anyway. I originally wanted to make up for all my regrets, but instead, I found myself in the situation I'm in now.
What a pity.
Talk to us about it. Maybe we could...
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry. We're not going to bother you about it. We'll keep trying to buy you as much time as possible until you reach your final decision. The Tenryou Commission. If only they weren't so overzealous, there might be a way. Oh, that's right. That elderly couple, old customers of ours. Their son's in the Tenryou Commission, isn't he? Yeah, quite high up as well. That's it. I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just report me instead?
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues. All right. You should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go. Time waits for no one.
Let's
Wait,
go.
Hang on. What about the fireworks?
Es cierto, tienes trabajo.
So many orders to finish. Pops? Pops? No, never mind. I know. I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Hey,
isn't any.
Espero que sean ellos.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya, come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar. Outsiders have a very difficult time getting into INAZUMA nowadays.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Thank you,
family
dear.
is so good to us every year. First your father, and now you. I wonder if I'll still be around to see the next heir of Naganohara fireworks.
Of course you will. You're both in great health. Don't say things like that. It's bad luck.
We aren't as young as we once were, though. The body knows it. It used to
Y el
be
cuerpo
that
lo
I
sabe.
spend all day working the land, carrying water back and forth. But now, even a moment of light work leaves me with all sorts of aches and pains. I wanted to do some weeding yesterday, but as soon as I bent down to get started, I suddenly felt that if I went any further, I wouldn't be able to get back up again.
No worries. Say no more. We'll handle it.
Say no
No,
more.
no. We can't be putting you to work when you're a guest in our home. I'll just go fetch the tea and some snacks, and then we'll continue our conversation.
It's fine. It's not like it's the first time I've helped you with chores. I just haven't had much time recently with the fireworks show coming up. But once that's out of the way, I'll be sure to come by more often.
It's no trouble, really. We don't mind helping.
You don't mind. Ya, de todas maneras, tenemos que hacerlo. Si no, no podremos avanzar en la historia.
He's all grown up now. Hasn't found anyone yet. And he doesn't visit very often. If you're quite sure it's no trouble, then I have some pickled radish here.
Sure, it won't take us a moment. The old folks aren't very mobile, so come on, let's help them out. We'll get rid of the weeds first and then deliver the pickled radish.
Muy bien. Tenemos que limpiar con anemo. Pum, pum. Pum, pum. ¿Alguien sabe canciones de jardinero?
Yeah, you got it. And that should just about do it.
Tomábamos unas
Tucker lives on
frutitas.
the other side of the village. Let's go see him now.
Son tomates.
Hey, Satoru. How have you been? Keeping well?
Yeah, same as usual. Not much has changed. You're looking full of life, as always.
All thanks to the support of our loyal customers. The family business just keeps getting better and better.
Better and
We sold
better.
some fireworks to Liu a while back, and word is they were a real hit. So it looks like we'll be getting more business from over there in the future.
That must mean a lot more work for you, though. Are you sure you and Mr. Ryunosuke can manage? If it gets too much, don't forget, you can always ask me for help.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah. This is some pickled radish from Mrs. Imatani.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I never used to be a fan of pickled radish, would you believe? But then I tried some of Mrs. Imatani's homemade stuff and I couldn't get enough.
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Sí, ya nos
Doesn't seem that
dijeron.
way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that, as would all of us in Konda Village. You're always welcome here.
Thank you. Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Inatanis about Sakujiro.
Enemigos. Venga, ahí. Órale. ¿Qué te crees? Ándale. No nos alcanzó.
Let's light it up. There's more into the wind. My blade. Lightning flash.
Cierto.
Next on the agenda.
That was quick. Young people are so handy.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a wealth of wisdom. Each have their strengths.
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
Sí, 50 años de qué?
Since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both know you were the one who was hopelessly smitten and desperately trying to win my affection.
Well, maybe you're right. 50 years ago, I proposed to my wife at the Naganahara fireworks show. We've been together ever since.
So, los fuegos artificiales son muy importantes. Deberían de estar orgullosos de lo que tienen.
To tell the truth, I was still a little uncertain. I wasn't sure what I was doing when I walked into the Naganahara's shop and ordered my firework. Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up. I looked back at her and saw her eyes twinkling in the light of the fireworks. Before I knew what was happening, apparently, I'd already said it. And, well, she'd said yes.
50 years. In some ways, it's a long time. In others, it's no time at all. Really, it's just a number. But 50 years of being together? Now that is something worth commemorating.
I had no idea it was your 50th anniversary. If I'd known, I would have made some extra fancy fireworks just for you.
Oh no, it's quite all right. We always set off the same firework every year. It wouldn't be the same without it. Seeing that firework go off takes us right back to those days. Even at this age, we still look back with not a single regret.
Recuerdo que en el Yue había una historia de unos niños que querían ver fuegos artificiales.
Yoimiya, aren't you busy with the fireworks show coming up? Was there something you needed to discuss?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Sakujiro. So he came back.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boy's best friend when they were young. They were inseparable. They grew up together, shared everything with each other, and went everywhere together. But one day, they had a terrible argument.
Sakujiro seemed to feel that Inazuma was too peaceful and wanted to see what the outside world was like. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like, and they get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We could sense that he was very hurt by it, but he didn't want to talk with us about how he was really feeling. Eventually, whether out of pent-up anger or for some other reason, he joined the Tenryou Commission. He rarely comes home anymore.
If it was anything else, I could talk to Keisuke, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. But since it's Sakujiro, I don't feel there's any way we can get involved.
What a strange coincidence. Who'd have thought?
I understand now. When I asked Sakujiro why he came back, he just said because of past mistakes and wasn't willing to elaborate. Now I finally understand why he can't decide what to do.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows up to join the Tenryou Commission, the other grows up to join the Tenryou Commission's most wanted list.
Supongo que es el destino.
No worries. If that's the case, then never mind. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you. This sounds like something for Sakujiro and Keisuke to resolve between themselves.
Yes. It'd be so nice if they could go back to the way things were.
I think after all these years, they ought to let go of their grudges.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Y tenemos que volver. Ay, verdad. Por el bostezo, pero en realidad sí son muy calmadas estas misiones. Casi nada de acción, mucha historia. Pero está interesante. El chisme es bueno, el chisme es bueno.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people from the Tenryou Commission came by.
Huh? Pops, are you alright? They didn't do anything to you, did they?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed like they knew Sakujiro was inside. Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window. The Tenryou Commission wasn't able to capture him.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think Sakujiro had enough time to make his mind up. Pops, did you see where he went? Oh, the Tenryou Commission will definitely be chasing after him.
¿Viste algunos nombres?
Good point. Names. Reading names. Suddenly showing up like this, surely it must be Keisuke's doing. The Commission wouldn't normally cause this big of a fuss over a stowaway.
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I didn't get a good look at them either. If you're wondering which way they went, they left the city. I wish I'd caught their names. But I didn't hear a thing.
As it happens, I did. I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them on the... I think their leader's name was Keisuke, just like you said.
Just as I thought. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no coming back from it for Sakujiro. We can't let that happen.
Yep.
Come with me. Let's try...
Let's go. Corre.
are the weapons to scare away the great...
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them... aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya? I'm sorry. I have something important to do right now. I'll be back later on. But I'll bring you guys some candy next time. The extra sweet candy. The one you can... Yeah! Also, I wanted to ask you guys something. Did you see a bunch of scary-looking men come by? Yep, we did. It looks like they
Qué
were
específico.
Are they trying to catch a monster?
No, don't worry. It's all just to be good kids and stay out of trouble, all right? Stay in the city for now, and I'll come play with you after the fact.
We will. We'll be on our best behavior.
It looks like this is the right way. Let's get going.
Let's go.
If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryu Commission over there. It must be them.
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk to them about some...
Didn't you hear me? You're n-
Ugh, what a nuisance!
Esperen, vamos a ver. Vamos a probar el personaje. Pero primero vamos a ver sus ataques. Disparo preciso, carga... Oh, tiene doble carga como Kanyu. Dispara una flecha ardiente que inflige, dependiendo del tiempo de carga, dispara hasta un máximo de 3 flechas abrasadoras. Cuando Yoimiya ejecuta este disparo preciso, las flechas abrasadoras perseguirán por sí solas a los enemigos cercanos y los alcanzarán. Y al alcanzarlos infligen daño piro. Carga completa. Flecha abrasadora hace un 23% del daño. Entonces, se ve interesante. Danza pólvora. Yoimiya agita una bengala para que un anillo chispeante le rodee. Mientras este efecto esté activo, las flechas que dispara los ataques normales se convierten en flechas flamígeras. Pues daño no solo aumenta, también convierte en daño piro. Mientras dura la nitrofogata, las flechas disparadas con la carga 2 del ataque no generan flechas abrasadoras. Es estar intercambiando entre ataques cargados y ataques normales. Ok. Y saxifraga de oro. Avanzar hacia el cielo, su creación de la saxifraga de oro. Yoimiya dispara cohetes ardientes. Sorpresa que infligen daño de área. Cae perdida el equipo de... Con la habilidad elemental, en definitiva, ocurrirá una explosión que inflige daño piro de área. ¡Nice! Trocoína. 2% de daño piro por si el enemigo golpea a un enemigo con un ataque normal. Sofoco estival. El ataque de todos los miembros del equipo aumenta en un 10% durante... Oh, está bueno. Fabricar decoraciones, artilugios decorativos, decoración del paisaje. Hay una probabilidad de 100% parte de los materiales. Nice. 3 constelaciones. Aumenta en 4 la duración de la... Ok. La segunda constelación asesta un golpe crítico de daño. Obtiene 25% de daño piro. Esa es una buena constelación. Y... Ok. Está para que hagamos... como un support. Tiene cosas de support, pero tiene cosas de agitador de relámpago. Aumenta el ataque por el poder del trueno, emblemas. Si tienen unos 2 o 3 emblemas del trueno, el daño infligido con los ataques normales aumenta. Nice, 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 nice. Es un arma 5 estrellas, obviamente. 1. 1600. Come on. Carga. Nice, nice, buena. Ahora, skill. Pum, pum, pum. Pum, pum, pum. Nada mal, nada mal. Dura bastante. Ok. Buena, ¿eh? Me gusta, me gusta. Uy. Déjense. Carga. Segunda carga. Buena, es buena.
Fire hazard. Here come the fireworks. Born of icy frost.
Vamos a ver.
I must withdraw.
Uf. Sí hace buen daño. Bien.
Time for a light show.
I must withdraw.
Fuse is lit.
Está buenísimo el personaje. Me encantó. Me gustó. Es bueno.
How dare
Lo
you
quiero.
interrupt the work of the Tenryou Commission? You will be punished for your action. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the end.
Look at that. The one with... We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Wait. Stop. Don't hurt him.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated, Sakujiro. You should have known that you stood no chance against me in a duel.
I never imagined I'd fall into your hands. If this is to be my fate, I accept it. I have nothing else to say.
But your return says that you finally came around to my point of view.
Whatever you say.
You will return with me to the Tenryou Commission to await your sentencing. The one who made this boat will also be punished.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this. Don't you have anything else to say to one another?
Hey, I know you. You're Naganohara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay out of this. It does not concern you.
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
And why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Inazuma? And why were you so reluctant to leave after you got here? I'll tell you why. This is why. This is the chance you've been waiting for. To talk everything through.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryou Commission. There is never any room for discussion. Out of respect for the friendship we once had, I gave him a chance to fight for his freedom. But his skills with the sword are as disappointing now as they ever were.
What are you talking about? And just who do you think you're kidding? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you were hoping for a chance to talk. I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say. And you're just gonna choose to keep it all inside?
Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything. Keisuke, you seem to like settling things with a duel, so let's do it your way. I challenge you to a duel. If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running from your feelings. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will tell Keisuke exactly why you came back, no matter what the consequences are. You have to tell him everything. If you don't say anything now, you may never have another chance.
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the Tenryou Commission's punishment.
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's settle this with a duel.
Vaya.
Here to back you up.
Uf,
Backup? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one. All right, that's it. Let's help Yoimiya. We can't let her fight them all alone.
That didn't count.
We're way behind.
órale, confianza. Stop there.
Everybody stand back.
I must withdraw.
Blaze over.
Nice.
I must withdraw. I must withdraw.
Time for a light show.
Dos peleas seguidas, eso
They
es
are
nuevo.
too strong. We need more men.
Stand down.
What?
I thought I told you to stay away. Now stand.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me. Then your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something special to you both. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that I felt lost. It wasn't that I'd changed my mind, I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue, the wisdom of Sumeru, and the justice of Fontaine. It all left a deep impression on me. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from the outside world and bring them back home.
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. I just felt that I never should have run away like that. After all, you never ran away. Huh? I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy for me. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me, and I couldn't ignore it any longer.
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my personal creed, and I desired nothing more than to see her will done. But now, my role is to punish violators of the Sakoku decree and confiscate people's visions. It's not what I signed up for when I joined the Tenryo Commission. I do wonder, am I really doing the right thing?
No.
The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't mean I want to keep you here by force.
What will you say to the higher-ups?
Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. If you want to come back, I hear the process of returning to Inazuma from the outside world is long and complicated, but it can be done. I will lend you my help, but until then, you'll have to wait. And don't kick the bucket on the way out.
Don't worry, Keisuke. I won't. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
Maybe next time. be demoted for sure. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment like this. I can't explain why I went through with it.
Ese barco.
It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the others to transport it here, citing the temporary contraband storage clause. Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've managed to resolve the grievance in your heart by talking about it.
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive. You saw right into what I was thinking.
That's only because I know your parents so well. They're both really nice people, so I didn't think the apple would fall too far from the tree.
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. Little loud and reckless, maybe, but you live up to the family name. By the way, Naganohara fireworks can reproduce the firework that the two of us set off back then, right? Would you be able to make one for me?
Sorry, no can do. Without the slipper reference, I can't make the same one again. And I'm afraid Sakujiro is the one with the slip.
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered a firework from me, didn't I? I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro probably won't be needing his anymore. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste, so I'll make an exception and let you set it off instead.
Thank you very much.
No worries. And don't miss out on the start of the fireworks show.
Yoimiya, the way you took command of that whole situation was amazing!
What can I say? I like to talk. I'm a strong believer in the power of words.
Ya me di cuenta.
If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing anything, eventually you'll watch every last opportunity to resolve it slip away.
Hablen, personas, hablen de sus problemas, de sus incomodidades.
But that's no reason to live with remorse. Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Un cangrejo. Oh, se me escapó. Vamos a ver. Es para el otro lado. Interesante. ¿No es la misma isla en donde vimos? Sí, sí es la misma. Hay un cofre.
Into the wind.
Sigámoslo. Vamos, tercero.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud. Time to go.
it! Keisuke.
So Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya? Shh. Huh? Oh.
That was amazing. It was so beautiful I could weep. I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit misty-eyed. Oh, remember that big one that went up first? The gold one? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it. It was one of the best ones. They won't forget that anytime soon.
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping it would leave a deep impression on you guys. No matter where your journey takes you, and no matter what hardships might lie ahead, I hope you'll always be able to look back fondly on the fireworks you saw tonight. I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
Thank you.
Yumiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet, and it was like you couldn't hear anything at all.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent while I'm watching fireworks. Quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the sky feels like a sacred ceremony to me. You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship. For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakajiro, they were commemorating...
Las creencias
Oh
inquebrantables.
yeah, right, beliefs.
As for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't found an answer.
Seriously? Huh. Paimon was expecting something deep and philosophical.
Well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled on an answer. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it was by chance that I ended up learning this craft from my pops. It's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things, and discovered that people associate watching fireworks with the things that are most precious to them. Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away from the eternity that our shogun desires. But people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. If nobody wanted to watch fireworks, then they wouldn't exist.
Es otro tipo de eternidad.
Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of fireworks. If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks.
Listo. Todos.
Inazuma's not such a bad place. Paimon's having a pretty good time. But we should probably go and see about the next operation that Toma and Ayaka were talking about, right?
I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is still not quite over. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige.
¿Qué harás después?
Saka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down the great Mujina yokai. I'm like a big sister to them, so I can't go back on my word. Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fireworks. And over the next few days, I'd also like to thank everyone for their support. That includes you and Paimon too, of course. I think I'll stay here. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. For you guys, I'll do it. I did kind of force it on you after all. Not to mention that I dragged you along with me and gave you all sorts of trouble along the way. I'd feel bad if I charged you anymore, It's fun. Also, it'd be I think I'll stay. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll have. Are you guys?
Ah, esta ya la
I
hice.
did kind of force it on you after all. Not to mention, it's fun. Also, it'd be nice. I think I'll stay. Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll kick their butts. I'm joking. Didn't I tell you that we have an easy enough time of it? At the worst, we'd have to. You two should be careful.
So, tenemos ahí está. Ah, no, sube, sube. So, ya podemos continuar con nuestra historia. Así que vamos por nuestra historia. Vamos a ver.
How strange. It's never this quiet here. Toma's playing his ventriloquist game again, huh? Toma? Toma! Hey, you can come out now. Paimon's seen you already. Oh, not a peep. So where the heck is he then? Huh, what's with Taromaru so worked up today? He's always such a good boy.
Hello. Have either of you seen Toma?
No, we thought he'd be with you. Why? Has something happened?
And it's as I feared. On the way here, I heard that Toma had been taken away by the Tenryou Commission. I wasn't certain whether it was true, so I came right here. The fact that he hasn't arrived here as we arranged suggests that it is true. The Raiden Shogun is holding a vision hunt ceremony at the statue of the omnipresent god today to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree. And the 100th vision bearer in question, the one who will have their vision seized, I fear, is Toma.
Hold up a second. So the ceremony that Toma said the Tenryou Commission were busy preparing for, that was this vision hunt ceremony? And he was the target all along?
I believe so. The Shogun and the Tenryou Commission see the ceremony as a milestone. With the 100th vision, they wish to mark the success of the vision hunt decree to date. This cannot happen. I must go and rescue him.
Let's go then.
Yeah, like it or not, you represent the whole Yashiro Commission. So if you go and pull a stunt like that, you're basically, and by doing it so publicly, you might be implicating a lot of other...
There is no other option. I must act with haste. The ceremony is about to begin. He is my friend. To think that not long ago we were... Oh... But...
No hay tiempo que perder.
Okay, I'll wait here for your return.
Don't worry, Ayaka. A friend's like...
Bueno, pues tenemos un objetivo. ¡Corre!
elemental energy without a fission. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions. The enemy of eternity.
Awesome. Booba sword. Let's go.
You will be inlaid upon this statue.
What the fuck? ¿Qué acaba de pasar?
There is much to verify about you. This ends now. Inferior.
¿Qué pasó? Básicamente me quito.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Oh, qué putazo me metió. Ah. Matrix.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
No le he hecho nada.
No touching. My contract goes unfulfilled.
Oh shit. Voy a perder ese problema. Oh.
Don't worry, I got this.
Shit. Eso era una lanza. So. Está difícil. Vamos a tener que usar todas nuestras armas.
Need my help?
Es injusto que ella pueda hacer cosas que nosotros no.
vision. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions. The enemy of eternity. You will be inlaid upon this statue.
Let's go.
You are that which is furthest from eternity. Exceptional. Inferior.
Access denied. We're way behind schedule.
This way. Ugh.
We're way...
Get out of your dream.
Into the wind. Nighttime falls on the land of eternity.
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis. Next on the agenda, we're way behind.
Shake and stir.
No touching. I can fix
Ugh. No.
The wind. This ends now.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Did I miscalculate?
No mueras, no mueras, no mueras. Ok, vamos a... ¡No tengo! ¡Oh, no! Vamos a usar uno de estos. Y uno de estos. Y probablemente uno de estos.
Come on, focus.
¡Uy! ¡No mueras, no mueras! No, Diana, no, Diana.
Everybody stand back.
Look at you, Boots.
This is long overdue.
Think you could bully me?
Let's light it up. No touching.
You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Where'd that come from?
Es que voy.
We're way behind.
Inferior.
Next on the agenda.
Shake and stir.
Stay focused. One with nature.
Fallen leaves.
Division is futile.
All hail.
Instabilities will be
Get out
removed.
of your dream. Huh.
We're way behind schedule.
¿Qué rayos? ¿Qué hizo?
Come on, focus.
Ah,
We're way behind schedule.
Strike dead. Inferior. You face the
necesito mis skills. ¿Cómo piensan que peleé sin mis skills? Wait. ¿Qué? Sí, era normal que no le venciéramos a un dios, pero...
Shogun, who was that?
Seize her under the decree. Next time, I will strike twice.
Sé que solo tenía que sobrevivir a la pelea. Interesante. Carros de la función. ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Time to go.
What to do, what to do. So, tenemos la reputación. Esto por aquí. ¿Estos qué son? Semillas de percibir tormentas. ¿Y esto qué? Abanico de plumas. Al utilizar la velocidad de vuelo aumenta durante 30 segundos. Tróculos. Las alas se ven bien. Busca tesoros. Cangrejo de mantequilla. Y cositas para... So, necesitamos terminar esto. paliza nos estaba poniendo la Arconte. Qué paliza nos estaba poniendo. Y lo peor de todo es que probablemente sea una boss fight después. Va a ser muy interesante. ¿Qué está pasando aquí? Ahora con Ramsey.
Let's light it up! No touching!
Sí, vamos al lugar más alto y de ahí nos aventamos. Creo que es mejor. Evento en la cima y está muy lejos de la ciudad de INAZUMA. Es realmente una buena ubicación. O sea, este tipo todavía no sigue. Esa era él.
Time to go. Time to go.
No. ¿Qué estás hablando?
case you've forgotten, the Komore Tea House is the safest place for me to hide in this area. The only thing is, I probably won't be able to leave again for some time. I'll have to leave the next steps to you.
Necesitas que hagamos.
Go to Tatarasuna and find the resistance. The Shogun's army is almost certainly about to issue a warrant for our arrest. There are very few parties that will be willing to shelter us, but the resistance is an exception.
Hyman's pretty sure Ayaka mentioned them before. Oh yeah! Sangonomiya's group! The ones who came together to fight the Vision Hunt decree!
That's right. The resistance was founded by Sangonomiya Kokumi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. Currently, it's her subordinate, Goro, who leads them in their war against the Shogun's army. However, the Yashiro Commission is not on especially close terms with the resistance, so your dealings with us would normally be frowned upon. But you're different, so that shouldn't work against you. As far as I can see, the resistance shouldn't have any reason to turn you away. The only issue is that we can't be sure of the resistance force's current location. You'll have to ask around along the way. You'll likely pass through territory occupied by the Shogun's army at some point, so be sure to stay on your guard at all times.
Wait.
Well, I should probably head inside the tea house now. I'll see you when I see you, whenever that...
We gotta hurry up! The Tenryou Commission could be right around the corner! Let's get out of here!
Wait, what? ¿Esto en qué momento apareció? Ok.
That tingle? Suffocate!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds come.
We're a little low on energy. For Rex Weapon! Off we go! Teamwork is dreamwork! Born of ice and frost.
Time to go.
Ignoren al criminal.
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list. They're high priority targets, apparently.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize them?
I wonder how they're faring on the front line. Last thing I heard was that we'd pushed the resistance back to just northwest of Musojin Gorge. I don't know if that's true.
I doubt it. Their rear guard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground at the moment, but I don't think we pushed them back that far. Anyway, we should focus on patrol. Come on.
Fair point. Time to go to work.
The northwest of Musojin Gorge. So that's where the resistance forces are based. We should keep asking around, though, just to be...
Time to go.
Veamos.
Oh, hey. You managed to escape?
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Hiki Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safer place. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi Beach. It's complete chaos over there. The Resistance aren't having an easy time of it. They don't have the manpower for an all-out confrontation, so they can't contend with the Shogun's army. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times, and that's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who, and anyone you run into pulls their weapon. I just dropped my luggage. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast. The further...
Agreed. Why don't we stick together? Can't hurt to team up with someone.
Nozuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the Resistance and the Shogun's army are battling it out right now. Let's head over and take a look.
Sushi.
Follow the lead. Time to go.
Cheap tricks.
I'm ready.
I must remain calm.
This isn't over.
No touching.
This will do.
This is long overdue.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost.
This you win. This battle. Fall before me. Taste my flame. Cut down like this.
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time. Off we go. Off we go. Adventure time.
Vamos a ver.
The insolent shall be punished.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
Everybody stand back.
Did I miscalculate? Blaze over. Think you can bully me? Out of my sight. Think you can bully me? Access denied.
Winter shall eventually come.
We're way behind schedule.
Ya colgué. ¿Qué haces aquí? Bueno, no, un momento.
Time to go.
Dendobrio.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Let's get down to business.
Think you can bully me? Look at you, foozhound.
Thing or two.
Clouds high. The birds
My blade.
For Rex Lapis. No touching.
Cut down. Like this.
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
We're way behind schedule. Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen?
What's one more opponent?
Shake and stir. Get out of here.
You know a thing or two. How's
Teamwork
this?
is strength.
Into the wind.
Blaze over.
This will do.
Ayana special.
I could have married
One with wind and cloud.
Cut down.
Born of ice and frost.
This.
We're way behind schedule.
Hey, look! Do you think that's a resistance fighter? Looks like he's in a tight spot. Let's go help him out.
Don't hold back.
I can fix this. Get out of here. Can't handle your drink.
Into the wind.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Pew pew.
Clear. Nothing. Bested. Ugh.
You saved me. I thought I was about to die. Thank you so much for your help. I'm Tepe, of the Gobius platoon. I'm with the Resistance. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, it seems I fell at the first hurdle. So, you aren't dressed like Resistance fighters? Have you come here looking to sign up?
Así es.
Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more people. Your support will make a big difference. I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, let me bring you up to speed on our current... As you can see, the Resistance are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to open confrontation. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general, Kujo Sara, who commands an exceptionally strong... As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. And because of the Vision Hunt Decree, they're rarer than ever. The fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sango Nomiya. We're also indebted to the great courage shown by General Goro and the Resistance troops. If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency and General Goro's burden, but I'd be able to hold my own on the battlefield too.
You are weak.
I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving me just now. You must have a vision yourself?
Nope.
She's a special case. She doesn't have a vision, but she can control the elements anyway.
Are you serious? That's incredible. I guess that means you're immune to the Vision Hunt Decree. You have to let me introduce you to General Goro. He'll welcome you with Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my... Anyway, we shouldn't delay. Let's head...
We're way behind schedule.
Next on the agenda.
Vamos.
Let's get down to business.
Taking
This is long overdue.
Adventure time.
Going in.
What? ¿Qué misterios habrá? Hoy va a ser mi gran noche.
Let's get down to business.
Think you can bully me? For Rex Lapis.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. Finally,
I'm not shaking. I'm not. Oh. Yeah.
Ah, Felix. Okay.
Let me try my blade. I'm ready.
Okay. ¿Eh? Ujú. Ok, está feo este lugar. Uy, no, no. Corre.
I'm just way out of practice.
Too soon, too soon.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, no, me perdí. Ow. Shit.
Into the wind.
Cielos.
Time to go. Time to go.
Let me try my blade.
The wind
You know a thing or two.
Access denied. All hail. Next on me. Think you can bully me?
into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Cut down.
Yes.
Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
Uf.
One with nature.
This is long overdue. Access denied.
Cut down. I wasn't done.
Dun, 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 dun.
Time to go.
This is what happened, General Goro. I was surrounded by Shogunate samurai, and they came to my rescue. They can use the elements without a vision. The Resistance could really use people with that kind of skill. We should bring them in.
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance is to defeat the Shogun's army and repeal the Vision Hunt Decree. This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield must be ready to sacrifice their life. Tell me, why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't possess a warrior's will. You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th Vision seized under the decree, right? Yes, we received some news of it here, despite it taking place over in INAZUMA City. There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the Raiden Shogun appeared in person. But why do you wish to discuss this all of a sudden? What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the Vision Bearer and whisked him off to safety. After that, they added us to the Army's wanted list. That's why we came here.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a Shogunate samurai defeated in battle. It read, Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious flying pet. Huh. So this refers to you two?
Who are they calling a mysterious flying pet?
My apologies. I understand your situation well enough for now. On behalf of the Resistance, welcome to our ranks. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but she instructed us to take care of everything in her absence. I will ask Tepe here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line.
Yes, sir. I used to be in the logistics division, so I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance. Let's start with the field hospital. Last time I saw...
Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Whoa, whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with them. You're getting ahead of yourself. That wound of yours isn't something that's gonna clear up in a few. Tepe.
Well, at one point, there were a horde of enemy troops surging towards us like the...
Look at you.
This lady stole the show, though. I heard. She even...
Amazing work. Both still, I can believe most of that, but her facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be embellishing the story a little there, Tepe. I mean, we've all heard of the Muso no Hitotachi, right? Either way, to tell the truth, with all the losses we've sustained recently, but seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Tepe's exploits, I'm itching to get myself better as soon as possible.
That's a lukewarm...
It did? I heard about it. They say it feels...
Sure. No.
Well, how if you're a fan of weird and wonderful remedies, but if you're more of a wolf hook advocate, bring some of those instead. Personally, I recommend we try the new remedy. It sounds promising. Thanks for your help. Oh, never mind. I may need your... and,
It's a standard...
You may have skimped a... I'm dying to get out of this place.
I don't think it worked. Thanks again, Tepe. Speaking of training, it'll be a good chance for them to meet a few...
You got it.
No, no entiendo por qué tenemos que conocer a estas personas. Siempre sigue viendo, ¿verdad?
Oh, another. Let's see now.
Bullseye?
Only one.
How hard could it...
Seems things have gotten... I guess we'll just have to keep practicing.
Come on, guys. Let's complete... Listen up for a second. I've in battle. And that was after...
We promised not to take too much of your time.
It would mean a lot.
Está bien, pero presten atención.
That's no way to damp. Let's go. Shoot. Ready? I'm sure you'll get it this. Well, there you have it. I told you our...
Incredible. My posture.
Though watching your demonstrate, at least this time out, honestly, before this whole conflict came about,
My wife and I were leading a quiet life together. The actions of the Shogun's army. Can those of us without visions or combat skills really become adept fighters like them? There's no use in speculating.
Stay focused. With us holding the... Now then, let me show you where should we head next.
Sir, we've got trouble. The Shogun's army is attacking. There are still many wounded in the camp. We mustn't let the enemy break through. We'll need your help to hold them off.
What? Impossible. How could they have reached us all the way out here? We'd better go assess the situation.
Battle formation! Get them!
Blaze over!
Soldiers, quick!
The wind knows
I want to forget this. Well, we have sentries and patrols posted all over. Unless they must have an informant. Feed, our priority is finding...
Sir, if I may, I just returned from inspecting the perimeter. It appears that several portions of our defensive walls were already... The Shogun's army must have known about this vulnerability and made their way over. I suggest we...
In that case, why don't we make this more interesting, recruit? A contest between the two of us. Just don't underestimate me. If there's any...
Time to go.
Alright, that should do it. The Shogun's army will have a hard time getting past. Seems I've made I thought getting transferred to the front line.
Why are you so insistent about being on the front line?
It's just like General Goro said. We joined the resistance because of our warrior's will. There are a multitude of ways to contribute to the resistance, but who wouldn't want to take out a few shogunate samurai given the chance? Anyway, we got more than we bargained for inspecting the camp. If all goes well, we might just be...
Pero llegamos a la pelea.
Time to go. Time to go.
Strange. I don't see General Goro anywhere.
We've had a change of plans. The Shogun's army is attempting an advance on the main front. Reports have it that Kujo Sara is now personally leading the enemy forces. As for us, the situation is becoming grim. For now, we can only pray.
We should go to the front line. Our forces need all the help they can get. We mustn't let Tatara
Bueno, vamos entonces.
So, you were the only one here? I thought I might get to meet your grand strategist. She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the Resistance has even held out for this long is thanks to her. But soon, the Resistance will fall. They are no match for the might of the Shogun's army. Her schemes mean nothing now. We have already rooted out those behind the Resistance. All who have dishonored the almighty Shogun will be punished.
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soldiers of the Resistance. The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal injustice. Our resistance has only just begun.
It is futile. There is one other thing. I'm sure you've seen the recent arrest warrants. I trust that the blonde traveler is somewhere among your forces now. I will make you a deal. Hand her over to us, and you'll buy yourself some time. A respite from the bloodshed would be advantageous to both sides, would it not?
So that's why you brought reinforcements. Just to get...
She is of great importance to the almighty Shogun. But the way I see it, she is expendable to the Resistance.
That's where you're wrong. She means just as much to us. As a member of the Resistance, she's a comrade. I'll never surrender her to you. The Resistance never betrays its own. Her Excellency made that clear to everyone from the very beginning.
General Goro!
Teppei and the Traveler, what are you doing here? It would appear our time to fight side by side has finally come.
Well, well. We meet again. This time, I won't let you get away. I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance in the hope of receiving asylum. That you choose to show up here proves that you have more bravery in you than I had originally thought. And now that you're here, I have a proposal. Why not represent the Resistance in a fight of honor?
A fight of honor? What's that?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest warrior for a match of single combat. To the superior force, there's little significance in such a duel. But to the weaker force, victory could constitute an important boost to their morale. Her motives are clear. She wants to use the match as an opportunity to capture you. Do not feel compelled to participate. We could take the fight to them without such a ceremony.
Well, what do you think? Will you fight?
Acepto.
Everybody stand back!
I must withdraw.
Eso fue fácil.
Remove all threats to eternity! By order of the almighty Shogun!
Be wary! You're up against a powerful opponent!
One with nature.
I've lost.
got this.
There's more than one round. Keep it up. Out of the way.
Hello. Into the wind. Strike back. Clouds high. The birds come. Tick. Cut. Tick.
I dare you.
Wind strike.
Stronger than I anticipated. This contest has served its purpose. Soldiers, attack! Glory to the Shogun and her everlasting reign!
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me! Stand firm! Hold the line!
Sanganomiya.
Her Excellency!
The wait is over, my comrades. Now is our moment.
Calm as the breeze, my lady.
I just hope you can afford all these mercs you've gathered!
Kazuha!
We meet again, old friend.
Retreat!
All forces, retreat!
Greetings. Well, this is the first time we've met. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance and also the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island, which is also the home front of the Resistance. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point?
Por el momento no tengo ningún plan.
In that case, shall we continue our conversation at the Shrine of Sangonomiya? Although the Shogun's army has retreated for now, the war is far from over. The Vision Hunt Decree has not been repealed, and neither the Tenryou Commission nor the Raiden Shogun show any sign of stopping. In short, our problems have yet to be resolved. I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our counterplan. What say you?
Okay.
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well. I can carry on being your guide if you'd like.
Goro, thank you, for our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army. And my absence can only have made the recent days. I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer. To keep eyes on the Shogun's army and also to see to the wounded.
Well received, Your Excellency.
I must return to Sangonomiya now. I have a few things to attend to. Once you're ready, please rendezvous with Teppei. He will escort you there. Thank you for all your efforts so far. From this day on, I fight alongside you. Fight for the future of Inazuma.
Futuro de Inazuma.
I guarantee you, only the Alcor could pull off an ambush as quietly as that. Did we give you a fright? I gotta admit, I was caught off guard myself. When we dropped you off in Rito, I wasn't expecting Tatarasuna would be the next place I'd see you. But wherever you might end up, you'll always be part of Captain Beto's crew. If you're ever in a tight spot, come and find me.
On the way here, I happened to learn of the bounty on your head. As expected, you seem to have given them quite the challenge in that regard. I hear also that you witnessed the Raiden Shogun? I trust she's as oppressive as ever. The Musono Hitotachi. Are there truly those who can withstand it? Perhaps one day we will be able to face her oppression head on. This is the reason I returned to Inazuma.
No.
Time to go.
Her Excellency never fails us. I must say, I was certainly surprised to look out and see Kazuha joining the fray. It's been quite some time since we last fought side by side. At that time, his friend was defeated in a duel before the throne and executed by the Raiden Shogun. Kazuha came to visit the resistance as he was fleeing Inazuma with his friend's vision. Hard to believe it's been so long.
So.
Time to go.
Go in! For Rex Weapon!
Cheap tricks.
Ayana Special!
Roar!
Into the wind.
Navacuso. Esto no es tu barco. Bueno, pues eso ha sido todo. Hemos terminado las misiones. Ya solo quedan misiones secundarias y subir la reputación en este lugar. No se ve bien, pero vamos a intentar. Así que eso ha sido todo. Me despido. Bye.